All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the Aviators versus Loudon Mac. As always, I'm Vertex. Meeks 2 is here, but we do have someone from the last game coming in to commentate the second game. Here he is,
Hey,
Mr.
I'm here.
Firefly. He's here. Good game. Last game, pretty good.
A little disappointing, but
hey, I mean, at least
we'll
you
bounce
didn't.
back.
At least you didn't start Boots.
Well,
no?
I got 100%. I have 100% win in that, and that's actually my first Rek'Sai loss in season 7, so it feels pretty bad. Not gonna lie, but
all right, well, we got a pretty good game here. Aviators versus Loudon Max.
Yes, my team has not played either of these teams yet. We play Aviators next week, I believe, and Loudon Max week 6. But not surprised to see the LeBlanc ban come out. Definitely don't want to put the best player in the tournament on one of the best champions in the game.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that the Loudon Max has like an advantage over the Aviators. Oh shit! What did I just do? Sorry.
Excuse me, no cursing on stream, Jack Callahan. We apologize for that, any young viewers watching.
There we go. You would think that Loudon Max has that advantage because of Soligo, but Aviators are 1-1 and Loudon Max are 0-2.
This is true.
I mean, and last game Soligo went something like, let me just check really fast. Versus the Undying Ragers last week, he went 19-5-6, but they still lost the game. So
yeah, that's pretty unlucky. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, the Rek'Sai lock in here.
Yeah, your favorite champion.
Yeah, my favorite. Well, favorite's Nidalee, but we don't talk about her anymore.
Yeah, she's viable.
Nah, she's pretty good. She's pretty bad. Not gonna lie. So I mean, then we get the Nami first pick here. So I guess they really have a lot of priority on that, or they just want to save counter picks for down the line. It doesn't really look like the support on Loudon Max, Please Enjoy Game, plays much Nami. He has 2 games on it this season, so I don't really know if that was like sort of a takeaway, I guess. But
perhaps I think that's what he played last week. So
okay.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he'll be forced onto something. Maybe he's not comfortable with. The Vi and the Jax being picked up. The Vi pretty normal, but Rainstorm's picking up that Jax. I think he played that week 1 and did pretty well with it. So we'll have to see that. Jax versus Fiora.
Now I've actually seen a Shin running the Ghost on Jax, and it actually feels pretty strong. I'm not gonna lie. I actually think the Ghost you could make an argument for Ghost being better than Flash on Jax, but Flash is obviously still good because you can flash stun onto people.
I mean, I think versus a Fiora, because it's such a mechanical matchup, you probably go Flash.
Yeah, that's probably true.
And then the Victor for Soligo being picked up, and the Caitlyn for Taco Gato picking straight down the line. No swapping needed for Loudon Max.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that Soligo hasn't busted out his Orianna yet. And all in this room, I think if I recall correctly, it's been banned against him in at least one of the 2 games. I'm not sure, maybe both. So I would have thought he would go here. He really likes the champ. It's his most played. His Victor is not a champion. He plays a lot.
Yeah, I mean, they did ban the LeBlanc. I don't think he's going to play Elise mid, even though that's what he played last week in ULOL. I don't think he'll play it. Even though I don't even remember what his score was that game, but it seemed pretty good.
That's an interesting.
Please Enjoy Game, hovering over that Lee Sin support, near and dear to my heart, but locking in the Janna. And yeah, straight up, what do you think about these comps?
I mean, you've got on the side of Loudon Max, you've obviously got like a pretty good for like a split push comps, Sin 4 mids and Fiora top, because you're gonna reach a point in the game where Fiora can 1v1 anyone, including the Jax. And that's a pretty good team fight there between Rek'Sai, Victor, Caitlyn, Janna. Definitely a good siege and disengage. Like between Caitlyn's traps and Janna's incredible disengage, and then you've also got decent disengage coming out from Rek'Sai and Victor. They can stay as a 4-man unit in mid pretty well. And then if they come in with 5, they can disengage and allow Fiora to split push. The I guess you also have another split push with the Jax here for Aviators. So Jax wins early, if I recall correctly, but I mean, Fiora is going to win late for sure.
Yeah, so we'll have to see how that goes in our second game of Week 3, Aviators versus Logon Max. We will be right back in 3 minutes.
That'd already be a little bit up, but yeah.
Yeah. All right, we are back as we load into the second game of the week. Let's see here. Slowly loading in. There we go. The Blood Moon map.
Time now?
In. There we go. All right. Maybe?
Ooh, we have Bob 4131 not synchronizing the club with the rest of his team.
A little bit disappointed.
Already a huge letdown.
Pretty. Oof, that Challenger border.
The O2.
Yeah.
The O2 team.
Secret Agent Misfortune.
I have not seen that skin. I'm not gonna lie.
Aviators winning out the skin war.
Pretty standard masteries all the way around. Nothing surprising. No Warlord's Bloodlust Cho'Gath in this game.
There we go.
Okay. Gotta try to see the items.
And pretty standard starts across the board. Barry Dillon picking up the Longsword 3-pot. Solid go with that Doran's Ring 2 biscuit. No boots for the Rek'Sai.
Interesting choice. 100% win rate this season, so I'd recommend it myself. Not gonna lie, it seems to be a free win every time you pick it. Interestingly enough, though, the Vi did choose to go 3 pots. Not a big fan of the 3-pot start myself. Especially like I don't know. He really has to do something early game with the extra health. Maybe invade or get a gank, counter gank and win the 2v2. Otherwise, you just get outscaled by the refillable potion. It's just way better in my opinion. Also, Misfortune started Doran's Blade, and pretty sure she'll be going to the lethality build, which means she likely wants to go
Minions have spawned.
with the longsword 3-pot here, especially into a Caitlyn lane where you can sustain from her ass. So that's a little bit suboptimal, but it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree with the health pot thing. I'm not a big jungler, but I do see how that could be a letdown, especially if you're dropping more money into pots later on.
Yeah,
the
definitely.
Potion kind of helps you out. Got the exhaust onto Barry Dillon here. Pretty normal. We got no invades coming out, even though I told them that they should invade. And Soligo poking Barry Dillon out at level 1.
Yeah, exploiting the mismatch.
I mean, I don't really agree with quirky mid lane quirky starting Q. Usually they start E for the early poke, because you can't really like answer it without walking away. So he might be able to fix that one up.
Yeah, and if you notice, Rek'Sai actually went buff to buff here. So, interesting Rek'Sai path. Actually, no, he's going to hand off the early buff to Soligo here. So the early blue coming out for Soligo. It's going to set Rek'Sai behind a lot, obviously, because she just... Vi's going to be a whole camp ahead now. But a little bit more so, but it's going to give Soligo...
Yeah, and I think that's what they're trying to do, is, you know, they're trying to give Soligo every advantage that they can. What we were talking about last week is it was basically Soligo versus 5 people. That's when we were saying that they should...
The 1v9?
Yeah, and we were saying that they should try to, you know, pick supports, pick whatever they can do to help Soligo succeed. So I think that's what they're trying to do. They do have a strategy going into the game, trying to feed Soligo basically everything. So we'll have to see how this goes. Jack's getting the best of the Fiora early on, not getting that,
Ooh, the flash
he's
away.
gonna have to burn the flash, yeah.
Not the best fight there for the Fiora.
Probably should just back. I don't really know about walking up
the
this
flash.
far. Yeah, and then that just seemed a little bit greedy from the side of using
She
her
baited the
time.
flash from the jet.
I guess so.
I guess it's worth.
Just like last game, we do have the Infernal Dragon as the first dragon. Looks like Firefly might be wrapping around for a mid lane gank.
Firefly is
onto Barry
actually
Dillon.
casting. But Windoss, however, he's the Rek'Sai.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good.
I was like, what?
Yeah, I've played Rek'Sai all 3
I'm
games.
so used to just saying, looking at the Rek'Sai icon and saying Firefly. Oh yeah.
They banned the Grays. I was gonna finally bust something else out different, and then they just banned it. So that's the feels bad. Alright, trading going on to the bot lane. Janna, Caitlyn lane winning the trade so far.
That was a good turn, yeah. I mean, both flashes burned in the top lane is pretty huge. I think the junglers might try to target that.
Yeah, definitely.
But I don't think that it really amounted to anything. They're both in the same CS. Jax does have that, did get, you know, one item. Basically, Fiora picked up the boots, Jax picked up the mana pot, but I don't think really anything's going to happen in that top lane. But I think a jungler might come up and try to answer. Rainstorms did save his TP.
Yeah, whereas Easy Nevermind used his. So I guess they do have a slight advantage there. Currently. Rainstorms also has the control ward, added vision. Vi's actually going to go with the Tracker's Knife here. Rek'Sai is just caught up in CS, so I guess even after giving up the blue buff and Vi having 3 pots, they're even in CS. So the 3 pots really didn't do anything here for Vi. Oh, first blood for Talia.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we expected. I mean, Barry Dillon was being poked out pretty early on by Soligo, didn't really respect the damage, but that is the power of Victor coming in, and I think Barry Dillon also not really knowing like how to play, you know, the Corki mid lane, just kind of picking it because he thought it was good. Might have worked in his Elo, but I think it'll work against a challenger player.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any pick he could have picked to beat Soligo, but maybe he should have played something a little bit safer just to avoid confuse. Because he's already down 25 CS in first blood, so it's just gonna snowball from there.
So they're going in on the Rainstorms here. Quendos is able to get the knockup, but Rainstorms does throw down that counter strike, and they do pick up a kill, return kill onto Easy Nevermind. Lots of damage into this bot lane, but good return gank there for Bob there, able to get the kill onto Easy Nevermind. Easy Nevermind showing a little bit of hesitation on this Fiora pick. Rainstorm's obviously knowing how to play this this Jack. I will say that last week, Twong did hold his own versus
I noticed that.
Versus Soligo. And I don't know if that was because of the pick or whatever, but this week, you know, this is the Soligo we expected to come in.
Yeah, I guess Soligo last week, he just roamed around and killed everyone else, but he didn't. I don't know. I was actually surprised myself that he didn't exert that pressure into mid lane more. I mean, he was killing like the jungler a bunch of times. I mean, how many kills did he have last week? Like 17?
I think it was 19.
19, and he hardly used his advantage in the mid lane.
Yeah, and I think he kind of expected his team to actually do something. I talked with him after the game, and that is going to be a lot of damage, forcing Barry Dillon to get back. That's just what he keeps doing. He keeps using that upgraded laser onto him, and now he's 20 CS up. And I think this is going to be the Soligo game that we kind of have expected out of him. More trading onto the top lane.
Yeah, I'm not a Fiora player, but personally, if I were one, I'd try and use the parry in the direction of the enemy champion. That's just my own kind of personal preference, though. Every player plays their own way. Ooh, that is a lot of damage.
Yeah. But at least Easy Nevermind is able to keep up in CS. Barry Dillon trying to do something here. Might get flashed. Might get
Soligo the ghost,
and that's going to be a second kill. Barry Dillon not really respecting the damage, not even throwing out the W there. They got more trading in this bot lane.
Yeah, Soligo's done with this. He doesn't want to be 0-2 anymore. He's sick of not having to win.
A little bit surprised at that Brannigan not starting the 3 potion. That's what most lethality users start.
Exactly.
The longsword 3 pot. Fighting in the minions here. Don't think that Rainstorms is going to win that trade, but maybe.
Quindos
getting
pretty
low. Why does this always happen? I don't understand.
Yeah, man, you had to be pretty boosted to get executed on Rexa. Alright, that was, I mean, you know, with my execute, it was calculated. I got the gold I needed, and I took a 4-second longer recall. That one, I feel like he could have hit the smaller ones. I'm not gonna lie. I probably shouldn't be talking here. I've done the exact same thing, but
I mean, the smaller ones are the ones that do the damage. If you watch LCK, most of the junglers start on the chickens, and their mid laner and their top laner help them take down the smaller ones, and then they solo the big one by itself. That's
those small ones hurt, man. They have almost as much health as the big one. It's pretty deceptive. Or is the big one? It's just bad. Yeah, deceptive. Talk.
So that might set him a little bit behind. 10 CS. He is about 500 gold behind Quendos, that is, behind Bob, mostly because of the first blood, or not the first blood, but the kill from top lane. But yeah, I mean, I think the game plan for Lag on Max is let Soligo do his thing, everybody else stay safe. And I think that's probably what Soligo said first minute of this game is everybody play back in the lane, and the bot lane's actually doing a pretty good job with the poke, not really overextending.
I mean, they both have pretty good lanes here. I mean, Nami is one of the best lanes supports. He falls off late, but
I think that's what they're expecting is, and we do have both the junglers coming down into the bot lane, both level 6 and 7 now. Ooh, that's a lot of damage on the Taco. It's good bubble from Barry. The ult does go out from Zap Brannigan. Pretty low now. Eyes hovering around Quindos and Soligo taking this Infernal Dragon. Looks like they're kind of hovering around here. Bob is here, but they are pretty low. They are going to go ahead and back off.
Yeah, not going to risk it here.
No teleports coming out from the top laners, just sitting in that top lane. Rainstorms does actually not have his TP. I wonder if Easy Nevermind had called that one out. But they just decide to back off of that Infernal Drake and go back to the mid lane with the Quirky Heaven Phage. I don't think this will really be anything here. Lots of damage. That's the double upgraded Hex Core there. But Soligo does have both of the summers. He might try to go for something here. I don't think so.
Yeah, it looks like there's actually a pretty big lead on Divine now. The Rek'Sai has fallen about 23 CS behind. And it's probably because he's not going my patented tried into your Rek'Sai build. But
I mean, yeah, the team map first item is usually the best thing
team
to
map,
go.
I mean, yeah, it feels pretty good. Also, if he had that team map, he wouldn't have gotten extra in the spawn.
More trading here. Easy Nevermind does have to take out, does have to use his flash, expecting the Jack's damage.
It definitely looks like
Brainstorms has the pressure advantage top, but Easy Nevermind's been to hold up and CS, basically even at this point.
Yeah, I mean, we're 12 minutes into the game and Soligo has a 40 CS lead right now. Being evened out by that lead in the jungle for Bob and the lead for Zap. Got Rainstorms going back in onto Easy Nevermind. Easy Nevermind not really respecting that early game Jax damage, especially with that Sheen. It is pretty disorienting the first time you play against it, actually. It's a lot of damage.
Yeah, he's definitely hurts. Sheen first item is really good. Actually, the Corki, if I remember correctly, Corki generally goes Sheen first,
But I believe here he had to take a early bath that and he didn't really want to come back and lane against the challenger player with just a mana crystal. So I think he just went to the Phage first item because that allowed him to back and come back to lane with a longsword, ruby crystal.
I mean, it's also plus 200 health, so
yeah, that's
he's trying to do something against it. Soligo not able to do anything after those first two kills. Nice bubble there from Terry, predicting the E. Not really amounting to anything. Resident Sleeper Janna. I haven't seen a lot from Bob yet. He's been he's 2 levels above level 6 now and has not used his ult.
Yeah.
Which is kind of surprising. Taco got it taken pretty low. There's the exhaust. Falling is pretty low, but Zap Brannigan, okay, we're not on the same page with that Janna ult. I think they might have gotten that if Janna didn't actually ult that. Meanwhile,
look on the top too.
Yeah, in the top lane, a solo kill from Rainstorms on Easy Nevermind, not respecting that damage. Soligo trying to do something here. I mean, I do kind of like the Quirky pick because it is a little bit safe in terms of like CSing and you can use the Valkyrie to get away. But lots of damage going in onto the Aviators here.
Divide shows the wall who's boss. Lets him know he means business.
Soligo did use Ghost onto Barry Dillon. Here comes the Valkyrie trying to get away here. I think Soligo might be able to get up. There's the flash. There's the double flash. And Soligo able to pick up a 3rd kill onto Barry Dillon. Barry Dillon just not respecting Soligo's victor right now. Especially, I don't think he was timing that Ghost. He walked into the middle of the lane when Soligo just kind of went to the dragon. So,
yeah,
and I think he had vision on him as well. So.
Yeah, he's got a big lead right now. Unfortunately, the rest of his team is behind. You got 30 CS in the bot lane. Top lane's even in CS, but down 2 kills. You got a kill in the bot lane, 2 kills in the bot lane, a kill in the jungle, CS in the jungle.
Yeah, but I mean, for all of the mistakes that Lagon Max has made in the top lane, in the bot lane, and in the jungle, and how far they are behind in CS, it is evened out by the 3 kills that Soligo has right now, and we are now 21.6 K gold even on both sides. So
Yep, Soligo just solo took away the bias blue buff. That feels bad, man, as a jungler. Oh, the package coming into the Fiora.
Very Dylan with the package does use the counter. They're trying to get away. Is he going to be able to get away from that? Does not go for a dodge onto one of the rockets there, and that is another
Nice
kill
rocket.
from Easy Nevermind. I liked Easy Nevermind on the more tanky junglers, but he doesn't really seem that comfortable on this Fiora. And I'd also say, you know, why are they picking a Fiora when their game plan is, you know, Soligo, you know, carries us to victory?
Yeah, it's not really cohesive with the game plan at all. They're gonna lose first tower here. Snowball starting for every, and that's pretty good here for Barry Dillon. He's able to pick himself up a kill.
Damage onto this bot lane. Quindos is coming down. Might get this kill on to Terry Bernardino. Terry Bernardino.
A Taco Gato.
I'm gonna clear a pink here, and Infernal's up. Pings are coming onto it. I think Soligo wants. I'd like to see the Vi use her ult here. It's pretty impactful ability.
Yeah, it's a little bit surprising that they haven't done it yet. They are gonna be able to pick up this dragon, maybe, getting down to 300 health. Infernal Dragon is going to do quite a bit for Soligo. Did not think that Rainstorms would be there.
Definitely, it scales a lot harder on AD champions than AP, but on a heavy AP stacking champion like this year, it's certainly not bad.
Barry Dillon did use his Valkyrie here. Lots of damage. Soligo on a rampage. Rainstorm's onto Soligo, but Rainstorms does get exhausted from Please Enjoy Game, and I think this might be another kill over to Soligo. And that's going to be 5-0 from 17 minutes into the game.
Yeah, he's already got that Fiend going for the Lich Bane, trying to one-shot him. But yeah, that was not a good fight there.
It wasn't a good Valkyrie.
No, that was a Valkyrie damage, got one shot. But maybe the Corki should have built a Hex Drinker by now. Personally, that's what I would have done here.
Maybe Terry Bernardino getting caught out from Soligo tries to use the Blast Plant, but since both of them over, there goes the exhaust.
He's still
might
going.
get it here. He might get caught out here. He does not have his summoners, but the wave crashed into the tower. Quindos is 2v1ing Bob and Terry Bernardino here. There's that Brannigan. And they go in on a Taco Gato, but Taco Gato doesn't even come out. They're just hitting this tower, and that's going to be the bot lane tower as well. And meanwhile, on the top lane, Easy Nevermind did return his top lane being destroyed for their top tower, so that does lead us to a 2-tower lead. Barry Dillon answering to Taco Gato, but Quindos comes over the wall, able to get onto Barry Dillon. I don't think they'll be able to get that kill because the ace in the hole did come out. But pretty good play there from Lag on Max. They look a lot better than they did the past 2 weeks.
Yes, they did.
Especially this bot lane. This bot lane actually looks pretty good compared to Zap and Terry. Still feel, I think Easy Nevermind played Scion last week. I did like that pick. I think, you know, picking up, you know, kind of a meta, you know, Maokai and Nautilus, something along those lines, probably would have been better here. I guess they're trying to go for some sort of split push comp here, but especially when they lock in the first pick Jax, it seems a little bit strange to answer with the Fiora. So I don't know. Maybe it'll work out, but right now, not really.
Yeah, not a huge fan of it. I am a big fan of the Victor pick here from Soligo. I think, you know, the past, or at least last week, he played LeBlanc, and he was able to get really fed, but come late game and team fights, LeBlanc isn't going to have as much impact as a Victor is. So I think this is a solid choice here.
And I do like Logline Max deciding to send Soligo into this bot lane and try to get some pressure onto this bot tower. Because I don't think really anybody on, you know, Aviators can actually answer Soligo right now. Maybe, you know, Rainstorms, but Soligo is solo pushing the bot wave and hitting it. Barry Dillon looks like he's going down to answer. We're going to hope that the rest of Dogon Max doesn't really overstay. Rainstorms does walk behind, able to juke out of the bubble, but that is going to be Taco Gato going down. But Soligo got a tower for free. So, is it worth it?
Yeah, I don't know. Trading 1 kill for tower is probably not worth it. They're going to try and collapse here on Soligo, but I don't think they're going to catch up to him.
Yeah, he's gone.
So, I mean, they got the kill on Taco Gato, but they had to give up the bot lane turret for it. I'm not. That's not worth it. No way. Oh, Soligo's looking for it. Ghost coming in. Uh oh. Oh, he dodges the E. Then
He
dying,
he has flash. That's jeez.
Yeah, he
Feels
didn't even need. That's unfortunate.
I mean, even at that point, I don't even think Corky should have used flash.
No,
I mean,
yeah, he
you're just
shouldn't
probably
have.
dead. Soligo right here does not have his ult onto
Oh, the
Rainstorm.
flash!
Rainstorm flashes, double flash here.
Oh,
There
there
comes
comes
the
it.
tidal wave here, but this
You
is
cannot play that.
4v1. I don't think it'll happen. Might try to get a kill here onto somebody, but no. But meanwhile, Lagon Max does do a good job returning this 4v1 with a mid lane tower push, and they might be able to get this mid lane tower. And this is exactly what this team should be doing. This Soligo creates pressure on one side of the map. If they decide to try to take him down, then they do something else. And
Yeah, the split push comp is working perfectly. Just the Fiora is not the one split pushing.
yeah, and I mean, Soligo's 4,000 gold up on Barry Dillon right now. It's just pretty disgusting.
That's,
I mean,
that's pretty brutal.
he's basically 2 items up right now. 60 CS up as well. Pretty low CS numbers actually coming from the junglers here. They spent a lot of time just kind of walking around. No Tiamat for the Rek'Sai. Went first item Dead Man's Plate.
Yeah, it looks like he skipped the Thunderhawk here. I mean, some junglers do skip the Thunderhawk. I don't know. I feel like with skipping the Tiamat though, I'm not sure you want to skip the Thunderhawk. Gives you a lot of the AoE damage. It's so good for the Krug.
I mean, with the assists that Quindas was able to get, he's now even in gold with Bob. But yeah, I think they're. Yeah, it looks like he's picking up the Bomby Cinder right now. Going to go into that Cinder Hulk, but nothing really. I mean, I don't know, just some low CS numbers.
Oh no, definitely.
And I mean, look, we got Soligo pushing top lane. It has to answer with Rainstorm's TP. We're gonna have another 1v1 probably from Rainstorms. But
the dragon just spawned as well here.
the dragon just spawned, which is gonna mean Easy Nevermind does have his teleport. Looks like they're gonna send Easy Nevermind to push the bot lane. Rainstorm tries to go in onto Soligo, but I don't think he knows how much damage that Soligo actually does.
That was questionable there, not gonna lie. Especially after he just used his stun and minions. Oh, Barry Dillon with the package. He's going into Soligo.
Wait, what is
Alright,
he just used his second Valkyrie to literally walk into Soligo. Don't know about that. They're pinging question marks on top of his body.
I don't blame him.
And it looks like they're gonna try to go to the Baron now. Soligo is pretty low. I don't expect him to get executed, but who knows? It's been a weird day.
Yeah, he's gonna get the fruit.
Fruit.
Soligo gets executed. That'd be something. Only the truly the worst of players get executed.
It looks like Terry Bernardino and Bob are gonna make their way to the Baron. I don't think they are gonna get here in time, and perhaps. And I think this is going to be Baron for Lagon Max. No answer for the Aviators here.
Lagon Max is a lot better than this game than they have in prior weeks. I think this might be the time for the first win.
I mean, I think they kind of figured it out, you know. I think they, they figured out what they needed to do, even though it was kind of obvious to everybody what they needed.
Yeah, I guess Soligo realized that, oh wait, I can go aggressive on my lane opponent. I don't have to just let him farm.
Yeah.
So he's.
I'm going up against this like Silver 2 mid laner, not like Bjergsen or something.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, this guy. Oh wait, why is this guy so much easier than Bjergsen? I can't figure it out.
Do pick up the dragon for Lagon Max, able to pick up the Cloud Drake.
Get about 5k gold here.
Next one is the Infernal,
6K.
making the pain even worse for Aviator. And now they have Easy Nevermind split pushing, the 4-1 split. Lots of damage on the berry there. Looks like they're going to be pushing out this mid tower. I will say that the longer this game goes, the better it is for Aviators. But the Lagon Max has done a pretty good job in, collecting as many towers as they could, extending their gold lead. getting both of the dragons. They have the Baron at 25 minutes, and now they're just going for a 4-1 push. Not able to do a lot with the clear that
all
he
from
has.
Soligo.
Assault in battery onto Soligo here. Soligo was able to flash out. Rainford tries to go onto Soligo here, but Soligo has free reign here. Takagato splitting onto Zap Brannigan here. Soligo is literally running into the base versus 4 people. We're all low. Easy Never Mind does pick up the kill onto Zap Brannigan. And look at this. This is Soligo versus 3 people. He finally does go down 2 rainstorms, but the rest of his team is going to be able to pick up this mid lane and this infield. And that's exactly what he needs to do. He just needs to put as much pressure on the team that he can, that it's basically a free game for the rest of his team. I mean, look at the rest of his team's scores. 1-3-0, 0-1-5, 2-2-2, 1-1-5. Soligo has 10 kills right now. He's doing a lot, and this is what the other teams are going to need to figure out. Is they're going to need to figure out how can we deal with Soligo, as well as how can we deal with the rest of his team. We're pushing the bot lane here. More damage coming out. I think Soligo picking him back, telling him it's overstaying. But yeah, I mean, he's huge right now. I mean, we got the Janna able to help him escape. He picks up the Mikhail's gonna help him get away from that Jack stun. And I think Lagon Max has everything that they need to clean this game out. But this will be an interesting, going forward in the next 2 weeks games, how the other teams will deal with Soligo going forward, if they can at all.
Yeah, this is I mean, definitely. I'm not sure how you can deal with him. I mean, I guess you can ban champions that carry on, or you can target the rest of the team. There's definitely a lot of strategies. You could, target the weak points of the team, which, obviously everyone except Rand so much stronger relative to this whole team. But or you could try and weaken him a little bit by banning champions that he wants to play and trying to reduce impact and winning through there. There's a couple different strategies.
Where you just play like the most passive mid laners you can. You play, something along the lines of a Xerath and a Azir. You just try to not really do anything, and try to keep Soligo in his place. But I think definitely being able to capitalize on the rest of his teams, more of lack of ability, is what most teams are going to need to do. That's what they did last week. Is the rest of his team had some pretty bad scores, even though Soligo had 20 kills. They just weren't able to really do anything with it. So we're dealing with the package here, the 2-item Corki with Badman.
That's fortunate. Oh, we got a 1v1 going on here in the bot lane. He's Mind sees him. Again. Oh, that's unfortunate.
And that's just, it's just somebody who doesn't feel comfortable on Fiora and somebody who feels very comfortable on this Jax.
Yeah, it's clear that
Jax does a lot of damage. Picking up that second item, Hex Tech Revolver, he's going to be doing a lot here.
Yes,
Very Dylan not really respecting the damage that Takagato has.
Takagato's got the Runean's Rapid Fire Cannon double attack speed build here.
Looks like they're going to back up to give Soligo the blue buff.
Soligo's already level 17. He's got 2 levels on the next highest person.
Yeah, I mean,
3
he
levels
has,
in the jungler, 5 on the
3.5, 4 items now. It's just pretty disgusting.
The Luden's pickup, yeah.
Luden's is a bit strange. I mean, most people who go Ludens usually just go, or who want to go Ludens usually just go like Morellos or go like something a little bit better.
I guess he wants to increase his first though. He's gonna have to sell something. Oh,
we're gonna go in on the Soligo here, and yeah, he's dead. That's the assault and battery and the power of the Fed Jax. That's exactly what the teams need to do. They need to pick something that can, basically just shut him down. But yeah, I do think that with how fed the rest of his team sort of is, they might be able to do something. Zap Brannigan slowing the rest of them down. There goes the wave. I don't know if they'll be able to catch up onto the rest of Lagon Max here.
That's like it.
But those are the steps that the rest of the team is going to have to make. Is they're going to have to figure out a way to kill Soligo and then kind of turn on to the rest of the team. Soligo just not really respecting the assault and battery there.
Yeah, the assault and battery. I mean, that's about one of the easiest ways to get onto him, because you can't McHale's that. You can't cleanse Tanaka. I guess you could cleanse Splash, but definitely one of the more reliable ways. They can coordinate and engage the assault and battery and Soligo. They can definitely take him down. It's gonna be a lot harder if the Janna's around though.
Yeah, he picks up the Seeker's Arm Guard there for the Zanyas. I was interested if he might pick up the QSS. I thought that would be interesting if he did, but I don't think he will.
Yeah, I guess not. It's a possibility, but if it's just not very effective against the Vi.
Inferno
Yeah,
Dragon
that's-
coming up right
yeah.
now. They're going to be able to pick up that second one. And that's going to be the other thing is you got 2 Infernal Dragons over on this side. Sologo's going to do so much damage. Especially if we get later into the game. And the next dragon is the Elder Drake. They are heading to Baron, which spawns in 2 seconds. And the Aviators will know that they're doing it, but I don't know if they will willingly take a 5v5 fight.
I mean, they almost. It's really tough to give this up. I mean, they're already down here a bunch of gold. I mean, 6,000 gold here. They give it to Baron. Oh, they're going in.
I really don't know about Valkyring in there, man. Quindos in the back line on Zap Baron again, but here is Soligo going in.
Got the GA.
One. There's the GA.
Oh, Soligo.
Rainstorms get exhausted. There's the assault battery comes out. Soligo. And the Rainstorms is in the back line. There's the channel there, and this is exactly what we're talking about. This is, triple kill for Soligo here. Don't think it'll be anything more than that. I think they might turn on to Baron here. Quindos is up, yeah, they'll turn on to Baron. But yeah, I really don't know about the old Corki Valkyrie before people.
Generally, you don't want the Corki to be initiating fights with not even a packaged Valkyrie. But
yeah, I think he was just kind of excited because they were doing Baron and he just wanted to
get there faster.
I guess
so.
Soligo, doesn't even help his team out with the Baron. Knows that they can do it. Goes up and picks the mid lane inhib.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know if he needs Zanyas here. I mean, if he just stays around his Janna, he should be fine. But I guess he's gonna forego both Deathcap and Void Sap here, actually, or the Zanyas pickup. So he might sell his boots, pick up one of the two, but
yeah, he might go for like a Void. I would think that he would go for a Void Staff, especially with the 2 Spectres Cal and Merc Treads, yeah.
But definitely, they're starting to stack the MR. I mean, right now he's so far ahead. He's got 4 levels. I mean, they're not going to be able to tank his damage whatsoever. But if this game does go later, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Void Staff pick up.
I would say that in that fight, the 3-item MF did quite a bit of damage actually, so that is kind of a saving grace for the Aviators here.
Yeah, if she can get a good E ult off, she can do a lot of damage, no doubt.
Also can't underestimate Taco Gata right now. He's almost at 4 items.
He actually doesn't have the boots. He's got the 33 minutes boost of speed, but I mean, I guess he'll get those at some point. But red buff level 15, Caitlyn, he's definitely outputting a lot of damage.
This is a really interesting change from Lag on Max, sending Soligo to split push, but also sending his pocket Janna with him.
Yeah, there it is.
As easy, never mind. Takagato and Quindos push out this top lane. And, this is what they needed to do. They're diving Rainstorms.
Yeah, he can't defend that 1v3. He should have just backed off and take it.
And this is it. It's like, Soligo is able to split push, takes out Terry Bernardino there. He's able to split push because he has a Janna behind him, and that's exactly what they needed to do.
Yeah, I mean, they're spreading really thin here. In this situation, they needed to send 5 people somewhere. Oh wait, they might just lose here, honestly. This could be game.
Yeah, actions go out, both things. Soligo 15. They're all going on a Soligo, throws down the Zonias. Might be able to get some more assists here.
Double kill for
Kane. I think that is going to be it, yeah. Really like what Lag on Max did this game. Kind of figured out what they needed to do with Soligo. Aviators, I think all of the rest of the teams kind of need to figure out, a game plan going into their matches versus Lag on Max and figuring it out. 15, 3, and 5 for Soligo, 22 to 11, and a 66,000 gold for Lag on Max here. And that's going to be a win for Lag on Max.
He did double damage than anyone else on their team.